go. We'll kick it inside to Garrett Fertig.
Borroka Promotions would like to recognize all the brave men and women serving around the world in the various branches of our military, and to all the former military personnel in attendance and streaming live on Spectation Sports, we thank you for your service. Borroka moves now to a lightweight bout set for 3 5-minute rounds, brought to you by Nevin Sunglasses. We introduce to you first the blue corner, standing 6 foot tall and weighing 156 pounds, holding a 7-4 professional record, including 2 submissions, with all 7 wins coming in the first round. Built and trained at Bloodline Combat Sports, entering the Borroka cage from Costa Mesa, California, Troy Guerrero. And now he introduces his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner at 6 feet 2, coming in at 155 1/2 pounds, riding a 3-fight win streak. His professional record stands at 3 wins, 2 losses, developing his game at Syndicate MMA from Las Vegas, Nevada, Daniel Keepers. Your referee, Chris Tione.
Looking to make it 4 straight is Daniel Keepers in the red gloves. 10-year veteran Troy Guerrero, the dance partner, in the blue gloves. This lightweight bout is brought to you by the stylish, functional Nevin Sunglasses. Find them at nevinaeyewear.com. Chris Tione, third man in the cage. He will also take care of the main event later on tonight for the inaugural Borroka title between Dennis Linton and Juan Archuleta. Troy Guerrero opened up with a weighty leg kick, Josh.
Got to let him know right off the bat. Both of them coming out with leg kicks right away.
First fight in nearly 2 years for Guerrero. Keepers matches the power.
Just the difference in styles. Like you look at them, they're both stand-up guys, right? But you see Guerrero just so relaxed out there. Easy, just flowing with it, moving his hands down a little bit, but he understands he can throw punches from everywhere. Keeper's a little bit more of a traditional style of stand-up, with a little bit wider stance. So if I'm Guerrero, I'm trying to hit that calf kick a little bit more on that lead leg. And if I'm Keepers, I'm trying to hit the body and then trying to hit right below the chin, right at the chest level to keep Guerrero from coming forward.
Guerrero's fast and loose style sets him up for some fun KOs. Again, has 5 of them under his resume. Daniel Keepers claps to the calf once again.
Keeper's just built like a Greek god. You can see the veins coming through his stomach, his chest, his back. I'm not going to lie, I'm jealous.
Nice combination thrown by the Syndicate fighter to get out of the storm. Posed by Guerrero. So long and rangy. We talked about that 80-inch reach. Guerrero, long and lanky as well.
Ooh, nice straight left. That actually hurt Keepers. That hurt him bad. He's in
his...
big trouble right now. He's in big trouble. He's got to look to clinch and get to the space.
Back up to
Guerrero's
the feet.
He's got to be cautious. He's not throwing himself out. Touch him, touch him, touch him.
Wobbly foundation as Keeper is able to circle his way out.
Beautiful straight right.
Punch.
2 in a row, 3 in a row. He's got to make space, get his back off the fence. He's got to make space, get his back off the fence. He's allowing Keepers to press him to the fence. Guerrero's got to get him out of that underhook. Hit those elbows. Keepers is still in a lot of trouble right now.
Still trying to get his wits back about him is Daniel Keepers in the clinch. Guerrero putting his weight up against the Syndicate fighter, but trying to weather that storm is Keepers. Wow, Josh, that was a wild combination and a couple of exchanges.
Guerrero's got to look to make space. You can tell he looked to slow down. He threw a little too much too fast right off the bat. Should have just tried touching him, but Keepers right now looking to go to the wrestling and the double unders.
Keepers able to slow down the fight a little bit.
Now Guerrero's got to lift that underhook as high as he can, start circling his back off the fence. There you go. Let the knees in, and now make space so we can land those combinations again. Keepers looks like he's recovered now a little bit. We'll find out after he gets touched if he gets touched again. Guerrero looks a little tired now. He's not as relaxed and out there having fun.
Really
big shot though by Keepers.
Beautiful lead right hook lands for Keepers. Guerrero steps inside. Both big swings and misses. 23 strikes, 24 now landed for Guerrero, 16 for Keepers here in round number 1.
Keepers looks like he's fully recovered right now. Guerrero looks a little tired. That's sometimes the problem when you have success early in the round and you start letting it all hang out. And then if you don't get him out of there, you've just blown your wad. You're like, oh no, what do I got to do? Just got hit with a nice jab as he tried to lunge in with that left hook.
Some beautiful ones displayed by Keepers. South of a minute to go here, round 1, as Daniel Keepers has really gotten the wind back in his sails.
Nice 1-2 right there off the bat. Oh, big jab. Guerrero just smiles at it.
Some smooth head movement by Guerrero, pushed back once again by Keepers. Daniel Keepers with 1 TKO victory as a professional. It was in round number 3. Hasn't had a first round finish as a professional.
Ooh, nice comeback though by Guerrero.
Interesting round 1, first 5 minutes, all a toss-up right now, Josh. Biggest moment goes to Guerrero. A lot in between goes to Daniel Keepers.
Yeah, I'm going to actually give Guerrero that round one because he had the most damage and actually was close enough to finish in the fight. I thought Keepers had a good recovery towards the end and landed some good shots, but it wasn't enough, I think, to steal the round. What happens, though, is the judges, just like humans, whatever we saw last is what we tend to go with. So I can see that round going to Keepers, but I would lean more towards Guerrero winning that round. He did the most damage.
Over in the corner of Troy Guerrero, again, we'll remind you 6 of his 7 wins have come in the first round. All being said, a lot of his losses have come later on in the fights. Kind of talked about blowing his wad, but Josh looked so good in there. If he can conjure up some of that ability that he had in round number 1, we've got a good one on hand for minutes 5 through 10. Top of round 2 is brought to you by Patriot Contractors, keeping the American spirit alive. Head over to patriotcontractors.net to learn more.
Little gamemanship going on right now. Keepers bouncing around, seeing that Guerrero is tired. So he's bouncing around, letting him know I'm ready to go.
What a second half of round number 1 for Daniel Keepers. Able to get back into this one. Seemed nearly out on his feet. But now back to the 1s and 2s. So smart and attentive, calculated in his striking is Daniel Keepers.
I think the relaxation of Guerrero is giving Keepers some issues because he's just not sure if he's going to flow with it, if he's going to switch his stance. See how he just kind of stepped forward and then switched his stance and threw the straight left? Instead of throwing the right hand, he just switched stances and walked forward and then threw the left hand. Beautifully done. Missed it, but.
Big car crash in the middle. Looked like there might have been a little bit of a head clash as well. Keepers called Guerrero out on something. Still moving so well. Another nice strike lands for Keepers. Blinking out a little bit with his eye. Might be bothering him.
Like hearing that. When your corner tells you something and the fighter just says, yes, sir, doesn't look that way, but he gives him the response that he heard him.
Troy Guerrero, been a professional for a decade longer than Keepers, made his pro debut in 2013, but Keepers, the younger fighter, secures first takedown of this fight. Securely in mount, now punishing up from the top, Josh.
Nice mount position. He's got double hooks. Keeping that position, just like writing down some shots, some hammer fists. I'm not sure Guerrero's got the energy to get out of this position. See the Taione's looking really close.
Giving it a stern look. Keepers continuing to pile on the pressure.
That's going to be it. That's going to be it. You see Taione, there it is.
Chris Taione says that's enough. 4 in a row. Daniel Keepers continues to swell his stock.
interview.
He has been so fueled with purpose as of recent. Daniel Keepers continues with his winning ways. What a way to come back after a difficult round number 1 in which he was bloodied and battered. Troy Guerrero did so much damage as we take a look at this replay presented by our friends over at Spectation Sports. Able to pull that one out, move straight into mount as Daniel Keepers easily rolls downhill and TKOs his way to the fastest finish of his professional career, as well as a 4th consecutive. Overcome with emotion is Daniel Keepers as he continues with his winning ways. No John Wood in the corner here tonight. He is in Baku, cornering Khalil Roundtree to a victory in the UFC main event earlier on today. All that being said, Syndicate has a couple others on this card, but the show starts good for them as he's going to come away with a 4-2 record here at Borroka Promotions 3. Chris Tione trying to wrangle him inside. We're good to go with Garrett.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Chris Tione steps in and waves off the contest. 1 minute, 59 seconds of round number 2. Declaring your winner by TKO, Daniel Keepers.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with your winner, Daniel Keepers. Chasing you around the cage.
Sorry, man.
Hey, man, great performance. That first round was a little rough, though.
Sorry, I burped. Sorry.
Great, I got to smell that, too. No. Great performance. That first round was a little rough, though.
Yeah, it was.
So talk me through it.
Everything was going good. Then I got a little lazy. I heard my corner telling me, like, what to do. But he caught me at the right time when I got a little, like, just, oh, he's not that good, you know. And that's when he caught me. He hurt me. In my head, I was like, he going to have to put my fucking lights out. I got my coaches, they give too much to me, man. To come in here and just lay down, ball up, or quit, you're going to have to kill me, man. My little one, this is the first event being at, so it meant a lot to me to come out here and win.
You started seeing him get a little tired after he kind of blew his wad in that first round, started turning on the second. Then I saw you doing some gamemanship over there in the corner, bouncing around, looking at him, making eye contact with him. How much was that a game?
It wasn't a game. Like, I'm just always on the hunt. Once I know I'm making the walk, I watched him come all the way from down there to my walk. I was looking at him. I wanted to read all his energy. So for me, it's a hunt when we get in here, you know. It's like either me or you. And my little one out there, so you're going to have to kill me if you want to win.
Great win, man. Give it up for your winner, Daniel Keepers.
At one point, he was 0-2. He is now 4-2 and continues to get better with every single walk. How about a TKO victory for Daniel Keepers? He gets a quick photo op with the